The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Washington football team.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The Washington ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
9 yards.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Steven Sims.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll hand it now to Geis. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Haskins now off the bootleg. Steps away. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Washington first down.
On the handoff, it's Geis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's taken down.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff, Geis going right, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Nate Gary.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd loves it. Their guys hold on the opening drive. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They're running it. Shit.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now Wentz again. Got him in. He he finds Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. The Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward. A gain of 4.
Across midfield to the 49.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
He was brought down by...
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Ryan Kerrigan.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Eagles. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A gain of 5.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run with Clement. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Corey Clement, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7. Washington nothing. Jake Elliott to
now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Geis. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
You can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing again. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Pass incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to...
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 27.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Wentz. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wentz on the draw, leads it for Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Miles Sanders.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brought him down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And 6.
A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
First and 10.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. On play action, Wentz. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And it's third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Haskins on the move to his left. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. This is Geis on a handoff left. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
A gain of 20.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, this is Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Tackled at the 32-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
On the draw, here's Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Washington! Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has made this a one-score game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Sanders, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 2-yard pickup.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Clement, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Clement his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
To the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed, what you were looking for.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
1st and 10.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he's into the clear. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. He's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Going deep here for Watkins. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
For Terry McLaurin.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Haskins. And right side, Henry's got it. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 4th down, here's Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold.
It's a turnover on down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. As Sanders has it poked free. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. He was taken down by Reuben Foster. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 14-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one.